This time, relocating first-time buyers in a fast-moving market.
Great!
Where it's all about feelings.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty incredible.
Wow, crumbs.
Feeling confused.
It's a head-scratcher.
You two are talking in absolute riddles.
Feeling argumentative.
You know my view on this.
Let the man answer.
No.
I'm coming, don't leave me, I'm sorry.
And feeling just a little bit worried.
The garden, the stairs. I don't know if I get the feels.
It's tough. We're searching far and wide in Leeds, where the market is going through the roof.
My buyer's wish list is almost as lofty as he is. Can I get his head out of the clouds and back down to earth?
Well, my couple also need to keep their feet on the ground if they're to stand a chance of relocating.
Who wouldn't want to relocate up here?
It is utterly beautiful.
And there's a plane. Who would leave Leeds, I ask you?
We might wish we'd been on that flight by the end of this week, Kirsty.
Brace yourself, Phil. I think we can expect a bit of turbulence.
Leeds is one of the fastest growing cities in the UK. This treasure of the north has got it all, but surprisingly is still relatively affordable. At just under £213,000, the average house here costs 20% below the national figure.
But in the last 12 months, prices have rocketed here, and combined with a 54% jump in sales volumes, this is now one of the hottest markets in the country. It's a long way from ideal for my first-time buyer. Max is a creative lead for a software company and a self-proclaimed nomad. He's currently renting in Birmingham, but is desperate to move to Leeds for matters of the heart.
I've met someone new. He lives in Leeds. I want to be closer to him, and I think for the first time in my life I could probably think about settling down, which has been a distant dream up until now.
Max will be buying on his own, but he wants to spend as much time as possible with his partner Dan and make the most of all the city has to offer.
Hiking in the Dales or the peaks or cycling or rock climbing, it's the perfect mix of metropolitan hub and nature reserve all rolled into one. Kind of fallen in love with the place, to be honest.
But his love affair with Leeds hasn't helped him make a match with the perfect property. And there's the problem of proximity. Every viewing involves a 5-hour round trip from Birmingham.
Searching for a house has been really difficult. I've been travelling to Leeds to view properties. By the time I get here, they've been sold. It's been really frustrating.
Against all the odds, he's managed to view 6 properties, offering on 4 of them, but he's lost out when they sold for more than his £245,000 budget.
I think that if I'm going to move, it has to be in the next few months, because otherwise I'm going to end up being priced out of anywhere near what I want.
That's a real risk in this rising market, because Max has big ambitions.
4 bedrooms sounds like a bit of an extravagance for only one person, but I mean, having an office room is really important. Room to actually do some sort of painting or have a studio would be really, really good. High ceilings, because I'm a giant of a human at 6'6". I'd like a bedroom that I can have guests come over to stay in, and a basement with its own separate entrance so that I could rent out to help me with the mortgage.
This property needs to work on lots of levels, but in his chosen spots, stock is low and demand is high, which makes things tricky.
Kirsty's probably going to kick me for wanting so much for 240,000, but that's kind of like her problem now, isn't it?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that and size up the situation for myself.
So, looking at your requirements, after I've wiped away the tears...
I'd like a house with a swimming pool and an orangery, if you could find it for me. For £100,000 less than I'd like to pay. That would be great, Kirsty, thanks.
I want to actually break them down sensibly, and the thing which rings the most alarm bells is the 4 bedrooms.
OK.
So your budget is a maximum of 245, is that correct?
Yes, yeah.
There are some places where you have an asking price, you can pretty much go for it.
Yeah.
But I think certainly the last 3 or 4 times we've been to Leeds, we've had this offers over problem.
OK.
So the problem is you were looking at 240, seeing properties you liked, but they weren't ever 240. No. They were 260 properties, which means in Leeds you should be looking at properties which are less than that.
I've become shockingly aware of that
yeah.
over the last couple of months.
I hate this bit of the day because it makes it look like I'm here to, like, crush dreams.
Kirsty, God.
But I'm glad you're aware of that. I know you're concerned about being able to finance this. You know, should you rent a room, etc., etc. But certainly trying to create independent, self-contained space for a tenant in the house
Yeah.
will cost you more than you're likely to get back in the first 2 years.
Right, OK.
Let's go. I'm not going to go on about it all day, but I do like someone who makes me look petite.
Unlike Max's wish list, which is supersized.
His £245,000 budget needs to get him a spacious house with high ceilings and 4 bedrooms,
With a self-contained space to rent out,
in a nice neighbourhood close to bars and restaurants. My house hunter wants me to scour the sought-after suburbs to the northwest of Leeds city centre.
we'll be rubbing shoulders, as my couple's search area will be focused in and around their top location of Chapel Allerton, to the north of the centre. And where they too have been struggling to buy their first home. Dave is a social researcher, and his Polish-born wife, Kinga, a civil servant. They first made a connection 8 years ago.
Met at work.
Yeah, and there was a party. Yeah. And that was it. The rest becomes reveal.
But it wouldn't be giving away too much to say that they hit it off, because they're now married, with a 2-year-old daughter Lily and a rented flat in South London.
Having Lily changed everything for us, really, because there's a lot of things about London that we love,
Yeah.
but we want a home for our family and we want to have enough space.
And like slower life and being outdoors a little bit more.
And with Dave's brother living in Leeds, getting back to his northern roots seemed the obvious choice for their lifestyle overhaul. But searching for their dream family home from the other end of the M1 has been driving them mad.
The market is really fast. We sent my brother to look at a couple of places, and by the time that we actually would have been able to get up and see them, they were gone.
They too are finding it hard. With the market running away from them, they formulated a plan that would make the most of whatever time they could spend in Leeds.
I stand there and ask the questions from our spreadsheet, whilst Kinga does the...
Observations.
Yeah.
I think it's worked though.
Yeah, Kinga loves a bit of efficiency.
But as these guys have figured out, box ticking doesn't always get you the prize. After 10 months of searching, they thought they'd found their dream 3-bed family home in the smart suburbs north of Leeds.
Once we had the offer accepted, we really started to envisage living in that
Yeah.
house. When it fell through, it was quite dispiriting.
Yeah.
The sellers had a change of heart, but Kinga and Dave have picked themselves up, transferred their jobs up here, and with their 375 grand budget, are more determined than ever to make this life-changing move a reality.
We realized that we're after hottest areas and the most popular type of house. So we're open to compromises.
That's good news, Phil, because your only trump card in a market like this is flexibility.
Never a truer word, Kirsty. But first, I want to know what they know.
I understand that you both work in research. So what do you need me for?
I think the logistics is just the biggest challenge.
We had one property we called up the same afternoon it went on the market. They said they had 60 viewings booked in and we could be 31st on the waiting list. So...
I can get you further up the list.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually being physically present in this market is vital. Kirsty and I have worked in this neck of North Leeds a number of times, and it has always been popular. It's just got increasingly popular, but, you know, for good reason.
Quite a few times when we went to view houses, there were actually other couples from London that we were, you know, competing
against.
Let's talk about what you're looking for.
Well, we're after a 3-bed property, 4 if we can squeeze it somehow. If possible, an open plan downstairs and then a garden, obviously.
Are you living without a garden at the moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have amazing neighbours who let us use their gardens, but obviously that's not the same.
Yeah. With Lily, we really want to have a bit of space for her to be able to go out and play.
And you work from home, Dave? Is that likely to be continuous?
Yeah, you know.
And you're working?
I'll be based in the Leeds office, but I'll have to get down to the London office probably once a week or so.
Okay. We need to get it done. But it is very fluid and fast-moving. We'll just have to roll with the punches and adapt as we go.
We're ready for it.
Yeah.
They're lucky to have you in their corner, Phil.
Kinga and Dave have saved hard for a deposit of 81 grand and, along with a mortgage, have a maximum spend of £375,000.
They want a character property in moving condition, with 3 to 4 good-sized bedrooms and an open-plan kitchen.
Outside space is a must, as is a good primary school for Lily.
Morning. I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Is anyone left in London? Because everybody seems to be moving out.
I know. Do you get more space and better value, but it's no walk in the park.
Which is why they've called us to put it to bed this week.
Do you see this, Phil? That is a snail climbing up a conifer, and it sums up my search. It's slow and painful. How's your search?
It's going to be tricky.
Really? You've got nearly twice my budget.
Yeah, but they want, you know, they want a lot naturally, and they wanted to live in Chapel Allerton.
Just remind me how many bedrooms they want.
3.
Max want 4, and I've got maximum 2, 4, 5.
Yes, I know.
Phil says his search is tricky. Don't believe a word of it.
You don't have to trust me. Chapel Allerton has just been voted one of the best places to live in the UK. Agents are telling us that good houses in this smart suburb are going for 40 grand over the asking price and selling within a couple of days. But against all the odds, I've managed to find one within budget that's still available to show Kinga and Dave. The sale on this one just fell through.
We are starting right in the very heart of Chapel Allerton to see a Victorian townhouse.
Wow, that's amazing.
The primary school's at the top of the road. It does have a compromise. The garden is at the front. That is
a garden.
The rub. A garden. Yeah. That's what we think. Follow me.
I don't imagine Kinga and Dave are going to give up on a garden that easily, Phil.
You never know, Kirsty. This double-fronted Victorian end terrace is quite the find. On the ground floor, there's the must-have open-plan kitchen diner with feature fireplace, and the lounge is charming.
On the first floor, there are 2 lovely bedrooms, one for Lily and an office for Dave, plus a family shower room. The second floor has the main bedroom and a fabulous ensuite with bath. Plus, there's a huge basement for storage.
It has the character they asked for. Although the lack of rear garden isn't ideal, this is what makes it so affordable. At £300,000, it's 75 grand under their top spend. But it's expected to go for around 330.
Straight into the kitchen. It's perhaps a little basic in its finish, but the potential is good. Pop your heads into the living room for a minute.
Wow.
What do you think?
Quite like the kind of quirky shape of it.
Bay window was amazing.
Yeah.
I really like that.
They've actually said interested parties need to let them know today.
I think this area for us would probably need a little bit of work, but the location's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and the house itself is gorgeous.
Yeah.
This pair seem game for a bit of DIY, which is great. They could transform this kitchen for minimal cost, and the rest of the house wouldn't need to be touched.
The main bedroom, with its bathroom.
Oh, wow. Look, perfect.
Oh, wow, that's an amazing bathroom.
Yeah.
The main bedroom here, lovely and light and bright and big.
This is a great room, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Something to bear in mind, given Lily's age, as the stairs are steep and there's lots of them.
Things to think about.
Yeah, for sure.
But time is short. They need to analyse the pros and cons quickly. Fortunately, we know that's a strong point for these researchers.
It's a good size
Yeah,
bedroom.
this is really good size.
It's a really good guest bedroom or office.
Actually feel rotten. I brought them exactly where they want to be, to a house that they can afford. And then I've had to say that they've got to decide today if they're interested or not, because there's going to be a load of other people that are.
Don't beat yourself up, Phil. You've done well to get Kinga and Dave in ahead of the deadline.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, yeah, this is almost like the same sort of size again, isn't it? And it's got the original fireplace.
That's
lovely.
beautiful.
I like it.
Yeah, I really do.
I think you've piqued their interest, Phil, but they'll need to be willing to compromise on the things they can't change.
It's a beautiful house. It's got a lot of potential for it to be something that we'd really enjoy living in. I think there's just 1 or 2 question marks for us.
Yeah.
That,
Garden.
yeah, the garden, the stairs.
It's got its challenges, but it's also got its opportunities.
So,
Let's move on from here.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kinga and Dave love most of this house, but they don't seem ready to commit to it today, and by tomorrow, it'll be gone.
We're in Leeds. I'm looking after Dave and Kinga, who are wanting to relocate from their rented flat in London and buy a family home.
And I'm with Max.
He's also relocating for love. But matchmaking Max with the right property is proving very difficult.
After 10 months of frustrating long-range house hunting, my buyers are desperate for a more family-friendly lifestyle in the smart suburbs of North Leeds. They liked property one, but it fell short on some fundamentals.
The garden, the stairs.
As for my house hunter Max, he's another newcomer to the city and is moving to be closer to his partner Dan. But the frantic market is making things difficult.
Stuff's coming on the market, it's been taken off so quickly and there's so much interest.
I'm no miracle worker, but I have managed to find a property in one of his top areas, Horsforth, an upmarket suburb 5 miles northwest of the city centre. But to be in this area, his wish list has taken a bit of a beating. There's a busy road and a forecourt. Good for milk in the middle of the night. So we'll just ignore what's behind us.
Yeah, let's just keep our eyes on the front.
Focus on that. That is quite a nice little site, isn't it?
It's really nice.
So happy to see inside it?
Yeah, definitely.
Great!
Thankfully, there's plenty to shout about inside as well. The downstairs has the space Max has asked for, with a huge kitchen diner and a comfortable lounge.
The upstairs has a modern bathroom and 2 bedrooms rather than his ideal 4. So he'll have to choose between a dedicated art room or home office for now.
But subject to planning permission, there's long-term potential to convert the loft. The sizable cellar could be turned into a rental, but both projects would be pricey.
At offers over £225,000, it's 20 grand below his top spend of 245. But as is the norm around here, it's expected to go for more. So, if you shut the door there, Max.
Oh, wow.
I
Can't
know.
hear anything.
It's amazing. Try and touch the ceiling.
Oh, OK. OK, I get a nice feeling about this house.
Yeah, okay. But come and have a look in here. Lovely bay window. Don't think they've made the most of it.
Yeah.
Is this a big enough room to have friends round?
Yeah, I mean, combined with the kitchen diner.
Yeah.
It's got a really good flow to it as well. I'm feeling like a strong 6.
What would you need to find in this house to take it to 7.5, which I always think is a...
A lot of the time when you're in houses, they feel quite big, and then you go upstairs, and as soon as it starts being divided into bedrooms and bathrooms and things, it starts getting a lot smaller. So space upstairs.
OK.
Max's budget only just stretches to a 2-bed in this area. 4 beds in Horsforth tend to go for in excess of 400 grand.
Oh, OK.
And that's something he's got to come to terms with, Kirsty.
What can I say? It is opposite a garage. It is on a busy road. It probably illustrates the struggle with Max's budget. This is not an easy search.
Unrealistic expectations are no help when you're house hunting. This is a charming little place, and it's what Max can afford here. It's a question of whether it's enough for him.
So, what do you think about upstairs?
It's a bit small.
Right.
Great basement downstairs.
Yeah.
Really like the space. The living room was nice, but yeah, it's a bit small. I'm obviously going to struggle to find something in my budget in this area.
Max has clearly got a grip on the situation now, so it's hello to bigger possibilities in less pricey postcodes.
The area might not be affordable for Max, but searching with an additional 130 grand makes all the difference. And Horsforth is one of Kinga and Dave's top locations. With good schools for Lily, an abundance of local amenities and great transport links, it delivers the family-friendly feel they're after, even when it's raining.
Lovely weather for ducks.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful house.
Yeah.
Because it's raining, we'll get straight in.
OK,
Brilliant.
cool. Terrific.
I hope the weather doesn't dampen their spirits, because this smart 1950s semi is dazzling. On the ground floor, there's a lovely light living room with wood burner and a fabulous open-plan contemporary kitchen diner.
Upstairs, there are 2 charming double bedrooms, plus a single or home office for Dave. There's a separate toilet, a family bathroom, and no steep stairs here. This time, there's also a lovely rear garden for Lily.
It's being marketed at £350,000, a comfortable 25 grand below Dave and Kinga's maximum 375 budget. But there's already interest, so it won't hang around for long.
Let's come into the front room. It's a very grown-up space, this is.
Oh, it's lovely.
It's a really comfortable family layout.
Yeah. One still keeps that kind of character and it's really cosy.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
and there's no money to spend. I mean, it is immaculately presented.
Oh,
It
wow.
is perfect. Yeah.
And let's not forget, moving condition was high on their list of requirements, Phil.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, this is really nice.
Yeah, it's a lovely kitchen.
You can see it's a very modern finish.
They've done it nicely.
With Lily being so small, this layout would work.
Yeah.
I think the fact that the doors open up into the garden just means that you can always see her, know she's safe.
I think this would be perfect.
I'll take that. And with potential to extend at the side of the house, this place could be even better.
Steady on, Phil. They haven't seen upstairs yet.
Okay.
This is that master bedroom, I guess.
Yeah, it's lovely. They've really done a good job.
Yeah.
Good space.
Well, this is actually going according to plan. Although we've had to step out of Chapel Allerton, we've very much stepped up in terms of delivering what they want from a house.
Space for everything you need.
Yeah. Love it.
I've got things lined up for the next couple of days, but whether they'll still be available in the morning is a different matter. The market is red hot, and this is a good one.
It's perfect.
We wouldn't have to do anything.
No, none of it.
It's good.
Just move in.
We could be onto a winner here. And like the rest of the house, the garden is fantastic. Another tick on the spreadsheet.
It's lovely out here.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's really well put together, and I think this garden space is really good. There's enough space for Lily to play.
I think that's the main thing. It's just like so well done. You literally wouldn't have to do anything.
You're moving up from London. You just want to get in and get on with a new life.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a big plus.
So we've got our benchmark. It's up to me now to try and beat it over the next couple of days. Let's see if we can find something that trumps it.
Cool. Fantastic.
Sounds fair?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Brave words in this crazy market, but everyone loves a trier. Back with Max, and after our first viewing, it's clear he can't have it all for his £245,000 budget. He's a stickler for space, so it's the location that needs to give.
Bramley is northwest of Leeds. We know Max likes this area, but hasn't properly explored it yet. His money goes further here, and it's much greener, just 10 minutes to both the Dales and to his partner Dan.
I'm hoping we might have struck lucky here, but I'm worried Phil might lower the tone.
You got something on your shirt?
Well, I was having a great day until lunch. And then I dribbled on my...
Why didn't you immediately take a...
Well, I didn't know it happened immediately. I hope Max doesn't see it. What will he think of me?
He'll think you're a scruffy mutt.
He will, won't
That's what
he?
he'll think, yeah.
Hello, Max.
Hi.
I've come to lend a hand.
Yay. I've
Hope
got the whole
that's
set
okay.
now.
So, Max, when we went to the first property, I said to you, don't turn around and look behind you.
Yes.
But I think now I can.
Pretty incredible,
Because
right?
that is a pretty view.
Yeah.
So, first impressions.
Really good, yeah.
Ooh,
it's
ooh,
huge.
Max thinks big is beautiful, so I'm feeling positive about this substantial 1930s semi. On the ground floor, there's a large lounge with feature fireplace, a modern kitchen, and a second reception room or dining room, which I've got plans for. There's even a conservatory to boot.
Upstairs, we've got 3 good-sized bedrooms, one for sleeping, one for working, and one for his passion, art. Plus, there's a modern bathroom. The garden is paved and a decent size, with a garage that could be converted.
All this for an asking price of £230,000. 15 grand under Max's top spend. What a difference a change of location makes.
Classic 1930s house.
Oh, wow.
Nice proportions. This is a lovely front room.
It's very much a family home at the moment.
Yeah.
But I think for you, it would need a bit of tweaking.
Yeah, but it's under budget. It's in an area that I really like.
Yeah?
It's close to local amenities. It's good.
A professional-sounding summary. I can tell he's been spending time with you, Kirsty.
I'm training him up in case your appearance continues to go downhill.
This is where I think you could spend any money.
Would you knock through?
Yeah, I'd totally
Yeah.
knock through, because you've got this amazing bit at the side. It would be a kitchen diner.
Yes.
Knocked through and be really nice.
Do you want to go and have a look upstairs, Max?
I would love to
Because
go.
this is what happened last time. Max liked the house, then went upstairs, then came down and didn't like it.
Oh, really? Well, have a look, see what you think.
Cheers.
And Kirsty will entertain me.
I'm far too focused on the job in hand. This isn't the time for fun and games, Phil.
Whee! You have to pay for it if you break it, Phil. I don't know. It's hard to read, Max. He's super polite. He's moving up here for love, which is a strong driver.
Yes.
But does it push you in the direction of making a compromise when it comes to property?
He's got to reach a decision, and he can't do it from Birmingham. He has to do it with you this week. I think this is a good opportunity.
Yeah, so do I. I think it's a very good opportunity. We will see, though. We will see.
With 3 bedrooms and the potential to convert the garage, there's space for everything, including a lodger. But Max would have to love the house first.
Upstairs was good.
Is it somewhere you could see yourself living and being happy?
I don't know if I get the feels.
I got the feeling that you didn't have the feeling, Max.
I think you two are talking in absolute riddles.
No, we're not.
Complete riddles.
It's a good area, but because I haven't seen an awful lot
Difficult
anywhere,
to have a comparable.
it's so difficult.
So this is a no?
It is a no. It's a no.
Let the man answer.
I think it's a no.
Come on, then.
Clearly, you're both scruffy and bossy today, Phil. I'm disappointed by Max's reaction here, but houses are bought with the heart as well as the head. This was already a difficult search, and it just got a whole lot harder.
This week in Leeds, we're battling a red-hot market under difficult circumstances.
There's a chance that Max is muddled about what he wants. He may have muddled me too. Oh dear. Max is moving up north from Birmingham to be near his partner Dan. But I'm struggling to make such a good match when it comes to property.
I don't know if I get the feels.
As for Kinga and Dave, living in London and looking in Leeds, with a toddler in tow, has left them tired and ticked off. They're ready to put this search to bed and get on with their lives. We've seen 2 good properties and had plenty of positives, but I'm still waiting for the magic to happen. I'm hoping my 3rd property is going to ace the spreadsheet test. We've come to Moortown, a smart suburb to the north of the city, which they know and like. In fact, it's just down the road from the property they loved and lost.
Fancy seeing you here. Right in the epicentre.
Yeah.
And we've got a really big semi
Yeah.
with 4 bedrooms,
What's up?
garage and a garden.
Brilliant. It looks
Oh, it's
great,
great.
from the outside.
Yeah.
Very similar to one we almost bought.
Yeah, very,
The
very
sell-through
similar.
is literally the same from the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
a 3-bed.
Let's get in.
Another good reaction. Let's hope this house has the magic formula.
Move-in condition is important to them, and here they get a stunningly refurbished 1950s semi. On the ground floor, there's a fabulous open-plan kitchen diner, plus lovely, spacious living room.
There's 3 delightful double bedrooms on the 1st floor and a family bathroom. But unlike the last 2 properties and their loved and lost house, there's a 4th bedroom. The loft has been converted into this wonderful main suite with its own shower room, perfect for Kinga and Dave.
And the joy continues outside. There's a good-sized rear garden that they could really make their own, plus a garage or potential home office for Dave.
All of this comes at a price, though. At £370,000, it's just £5,000 under their maximum spend of £375, and it's already had 18 viewings.
The current owners have
Nice.
done it themselves,
Wow.
so it is walk-in ready.
I love the kitchen.
Yeah, it's done
It's
really
really
well.
spaced out. It's actually really similar to the one we offered on.
Good.
In taste and style and everything. Yeah, good feelings to start off.
Definitely.
Good, good, good. Let's see some more.
Looks like property 2 may have some competition, Phil.
Little patio and out onto a southeast-facing garden, which could be absolutely lovely.
Yeah. It's perfect for Lily to
Yeah.
run around in. We could
Size.
get a swing and a slide.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Everything appears rosy in the garden, and with plenty of space inside as well, this house could see this family through the next 20 years or more.
It's good.
Yeah.
Same size as the one we
Yeah,
almost
it's
bought.
like the same layout, but
Yeah.
it's a big bedroom, isn't it?
It's good.
I'm feeling super grateful and fortunate that this is so similar to the one that they offered on before. I've struck it lucky here.
You're a jammy devil, Phil, but you wouldn't have got here without the legwork.
I don't often get compliments on my legs, but thanks all the same, Kirsty.
Oh, that's great. I like that. Perfect shower and bath.
Yeah, yeah. The bath's great, isn't it? Definitely fit Lily in there.
Yeah.
Kinga and Dave are starting to imagine themselves here, which is a great sign. But we know this decision isn't just down to them. The computer needs to say yes as well.
It's a huge room.
Lovely space, very airy. I like it.
How does it sit, assessing it with the spreadsheet?
Ticking all the boxes that the one that we offered on did.
Yeah, like it really just comes down to numbers.
The money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there isn't anything that
Yeah.
would work against this house.
Yeah.
We're in a good place. Against all odds, I hear.
I think we have a new front runner. This could be the house that changes everything for this family.
Back with Max, and for our third and final property, we're taking another bite from Bramley, an area we know he likes. Miraculously, we found him the space he wants within his budget. But once again, the compromise is unmissable. In fact, it's becoming a bit of a theme.
Hello, stranger.
Hiya.
We're just going to go straight in.
Cool.
This stone-built semi delivers on size, and if that's what he wants, it comes with a road attached. Unlike the last house, there is nothing to do here, as it's been recently refurbished.
On the ground floor, there's a good-sized contemporary kitchen and large living room, both with high ceilings, a must for 6'6" Max.
We've finally found the right number of bedrooms. On the first floor, there are 2 doubles and a single, plus a modern bathroom. And occupying the entire loft, there's a huge bedroom with an ensuite shower room.
There's a basement as well, but it would require a big cash injection before it could be rented out. Plus, there's a courtyard garden in need of a bit of TLC.
At £235,000, it's 10 grand below Max's top spend of 245.
So, this is a 4-bedroomed house.
Very exciting.
And the road?
I mean, the road's a busy road, but it looks like it's going to be a nice house.
Because you know my view on this, that you don't need 4 bedrooms.
I know your view.
Because I know we could get away from the busy road and away from the garage if we were looking for less
I
space.
think I've had it in my mind for so long that I need to see what the compromises will be.
That's good, I'll take that.
Cool.
Some house hunters really mean what they say, and the huge square footage on offer here might be what it takes to get Max to buy.
I like this house.
Oh.
I genuinely do. It's a good, solid, large Victorian house.
Okay, I quite like this place.
In order to get 4 bedrooms at his budget, the sacrifices are an area, busy road. It's not necessary. We could be somewhere better.
But as you and I both know, it's all about what the house hunter wants. You'll just have to see it from Max's point of view.
Hello.
Can look at you in the eye now.
That was my plan. So,
So I like it. I'm not quite sure about the road. It's been really good to see the house because it's what I wanted with 4 bedrooms, and I've traded the area for more space.
big time. And do you think the trade-off's worth it?
That's what I'm not quite sure about.
I think we need to discuss this further.
This is what I want, the property adult.
No. No. You're not a different generation than me. Just
I know
because
I'm
you
not,
look young,
but a property
Max.
adult.
Yes, just because you look young.
I'm coming, don't leave me, I'm sorry.
Well, the fact is, I may well have aged over the last few days, but at least it seems like we finally have a house in the running. Happy days.
Back with Kinga and Dave, they loved Property 3 in Moortown, but it may have been uncomfortably near the top of their budget. So my final offering, in their beloved Chapel Allerton, is significantly cheaper, but also smaller. Kirsty's joining us, and she's already started to hustle.
So this is the kind of house that my guy would like. So what is this on at?
290.
Which is why he can't have it.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm
Hello.
Phil's better half. First impression of standing here.
Yeah, I think first impressions are good.
It's had 11 viewings. There's 7 more at the weekend, and there is an asking price offer.
Looks nice. I think we really like the area.
Keen to sort of
Keen to
get
get
inside,
in?
have a
OK,
look.
then, go on, you tell him. He's being slow. That's what we like. A bit of oomph.
Otherwise, this place will be sold before we get inside.
That would be a shame, because this smart 1960s semi has got a high degree of polish. On the ground floor, the open-plan kitchen diner hits the wish list, and there's a cosy lounge.
Upstairs are 3 bright bedrooms, 2 doubles and a single or potential home office for Dave. Plus, there's a family bathroom.
Outside, there are gardens to the front and rear, so plenty of space for a swing and slide for Lily. But the real selling point about this property is price. It's being marketed at £290,000, a staggering 85 grand under budget. But with the amount of interest, it's set to fly.
So we've got a very similar layout to other things that we've been looking at. It's just on a slightly smaller scale.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper.
But it's lovely.
Oh, it's really lovely.
Yeah, it's really nice. Very nice. Very well done. I like it.
Do you feel that property 3 is what you probably want?
I think yesterday I would have said definitely yes. I think today that now we're here in this house, it's suddenly yes/maybe.
You could be onto something here, Phil.
The cheaper price tag is bound to be appealing, and this place comes with opportunities of its own.
So you can see what that house has done.
Yeah.
See what that house has done. They've got a huge extension.
Yeah, wow.
There's got to be potential here for a double-storey extension, or to come out the back. I mean, there is lots that you could do.
I mean, otherwise it's great, because it is the right size. Like, you can still fit the slide.
Every time you say a slide and you smile, it's lovely. That's obviously really key.
We've been promising Lily that all her sacrifices will result in a little garden and slide.
It's looking like this might be the one for Kinga.
Let's hope Dave is down with that as well.
There's no furniture in this room apart from this cupboard. It's a small room, and you wouldn't necessarily notice that on first viewing.
It's a nice room.
Lovely.
In house 3, rooms are bigger. Every room is bigger.
Dave is clearly thinking long-term, but they can't overlook the fact that the Moortown house is also 85 grand more expensive.
We feel a little bit tired, and obviously, you know, with being outbid and the house purchase falling through, I think we're just ready to finally get it done.
Yeah.
I guess whenever you're buying houses, it's a trade-off between different things. It's a head-scratcher.
With another buyer interested in this place, Kinga and Dave will need to make a swift decision. But they'll have to agree first.
How'd you get on with Dave?
I think they'll go for the bigger one. But I think he's looking at this in an interested fashion.
It's the simple, straightforward option.
Yeah.
But you can find the houses, but keeping them and keeping everybody else out of them, it's tough.
You can just about fit a single bed.
Yeah. And then the bedroom, which is good size.
They've got built-in wardrobes as well.
Yeah, that's great.
I'd say they both like this house. It's just a question of whether there's enough of it.
So, folks, how does it stack up on the spreadsheet?
Well, I think it would actually tick lots of boxes, but it's so much smaller
Yeah, I
than the
think
house yesterday.
These are big decisions. But let's move on from here.
Okay,
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So this and property 3 are in the running. But if Kinga and Dave want to actually buy either of them, they'll have to move fast to beat the competition.
In Leeds, my house hunter Max has discounted 2 of the 3 properties we've shown him and is currently measuring property 3, the big house in Bramley, against some rather high expectations.
Meanwhile, my pair, Kinga and Dave, are in a strong position with 2 houses still in the running. Property 3, the 4-bed semi in Moortown, which is bigger but more expensive, and property 4 in Chapel Allerton, 85 grand cheaper but significantly smaller. The problem is, they can only buy one of them, and the clock is ticking.
So where are we at?
I think we probably want to explore where we can get to with the third house.
Yeah.
4th house, where are you at with that one?
So essentially, we'll be backup plan.
So plan A is house number 3.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
It's on the market at 370. I know there were 2 more viewings today.
Okay.
One of those is a second viewing.
We think that we would like to make an opening offer of 350.
Yeah. Wow, that's a great starting point. It's a fair offer.
Yeah.
350?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
That's still 20 grand below the asking price, Phil, but let's hope.
Charlotte, hi, it's Phil Spencer. We've just been having a good council of war. There is another one that's in consideration that is in beautiful condition. However, yours has a longer-term house, but we've struggled to get comfortable with the 370 asking price, and the offer they've asked me to put forward is for 350,000. If we can't get this, we need to switch horses and get something else before we lose it. Thank you so much. Good luck. Thanks, Charlotte. Bye. Bye.
It's just the wait now for them to call us back, isn't it? It's an anxious wait.
Thankfully, whilst Kinger and Dave still have fingernails to nibble, the agent calls back.
Here we go. Hi, Charlotte. That's a big ask. Leave it with me, I'll let you know. Thanks, Charlotte. The vendors come back and said no. They would do a deal around 365.
I think coming up to 365 is too far from a starting position of 350. 360?
I think, 360.
And they take it off, I think, is a fair ask.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Charlotte, it's Phil. They would put 360 on the table on the condition that that was accepted today and the property removed from the market. OK, thank you. Bye.
Dave and Kinger are so close to owning a wonderful first family home of their own. I just hope we've done enough to secure it.
Good luck, Phil. Over with Max. I'm keen to see if he's made any decisions since we viewed Property 3 in Bramley.
You've shown me such a good selection of stuff. Somewhere that's 2-bed in a good area, 3-bed that had kind of potential, and then you've shown me something that ticked all the boxes for me, but was in a worse location.
Yeah.
But the compromise for the space, it's not worth it.
It's not. I don't think it's worth it. We've seen some strong houses, but ultimately, I think Max is holding out for more.
If I could wave a magic wand
Yeah.
and you could have anything you wanted, what would it be?
It would be the last house we saw.
In a better location.
In a better location. You hear it every time.
If I had a pound, Max, if I had a pound.
Then I'd be able to afford the house if you gave me that pound for every time you've heard that.
If Max wants a home without compromise, he'll have to pay a premium. Simple as that. I just hope the houses we've seen have helped to focus his search.
I feel like I have progressed. I'd still be looking for 4-beds if I hadn't have met you guys.
Where do you think that leaves you?
I think knowing that I can get a nice house/flat in a decent area for the money that I've got, and then you've given me the tools to actually find it.
OK, let's drink to that.
Thanks, Kirsty.
Thanks, Max.
Sometimes the best thing you can do is pave the way to a more realistic search. I think we've done that here.
Can't win 'em all, Kirsty. Over with Kinger and Dave, I'm keen to bring their gruelling 10-month search to an end. I'm hoping our cheeky offer, 10 grand below the £370,000 asking price, will be enough to win them the Moortown house. Here we go.
We're getting very nervous at this end. OK. I will pass that news on. Thank you, Charlotte. You just bought a house. 360. Congratulations.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, honestly, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Not at all. Pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a life-changing thing for us.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, well
thank you.
done.
Thank you, with the coffee cup and everything.
Brilliant.
Nice deal, Phil. You smashed it.
I'm overjoyed for Kinger and Dave. It's a fabulous family home and a top result. 3.5 months later, and it's all systems go with the Moortown house.
Just about to exchange, hoping that we'll move in like 3 or 4 weeks' time.
I'm very excited.
They'll finally be quitting the capital for the family-friendly lifestyle they've been dreaming of in Leeds.
I think we're looking forward to a bit of slower pace, being able to have that space in the house and space in the garden. When Leeds does have a summer, we'll have a barbecue.
And wasn't there the promise of some more important garden furniture?
I'm looking forward to have a summer.
Oh.
And perhaps even a playmate.
Obviously, we have Lily right now. The plan is potentially to have baby number 2.
It's lovely to see how their new home is opening up a whole new world for them.
I'd just like to say thanks to Phil for helping us find a perfect home for our family to grow into. We're really, really excited.
My absolute pleasure.
As for Max, there's another twist to the tale. A couple of weeks after we parted, he was contacted about a property he'd been outbid on before our search even got started.
The person that was buying the house pulled out and they asked me if I was still interested. I said yes. It should be moved in a week or so.
It's a 4-storey house with 5 bedrooms and a basement. Max had to go to the top of his £245,000 budget and, as expected, compromised on the location.
Sholbroke Mount is closer to the city centre than he'd hoped, but the house gives him everything he wants.
I've got room to have people over and have a studio and have a home office. So the basement could be converted into some kind of rented accommodation. So really lucked out on that.
But before he fills the house with people and projects, Max has some more immediate plans.
Spend some time with Dan and just put some roots down and start living a less transient life.
It's perfect for him. What a turnaround.
I can't express how much having the advice of Kirsty really helped, because I definitely wouldn't have been so quick to respond.
I'm so glad it all worked out. Well done, Max.
Our next search
It is freezing, but I'm so pleased to be in Glasgow.
is a tale as old as time.
Got to get this right.
2 couples who can't get the space they need
You like this one better. I can tell.
in the locations they love.
I'm not feeling this at all.
It could be the end of Phil and Me,
Look at the condition.
Completely lost your marbles.
But we'll be going flat out.
Oh, this is nice. Ooh, that window's stunning.
and we will find 2 perfect homes.
This is a house.
He's the one that's coming and going,
If you'd like help finding your next home, then we want to hear from you. You can apply online at channel4.com/take part.